Chris, we've got Lindsay on the camera.
I got Lindsay on the camera, holding the camera.
She's brilliant. Right, tell us everything about Pure Flavor.
Pure Flavor is a family of greenhouse growers with facilities all over North America.
Keep going.
Started off as a group of childhood friends back in 2003. I started a sales company. Family's deeply rooted in the greenhouse industry. Built the sales company up now to be this multi-million dollar, multinational organization that grows goodness. We're no longer a greenhouse vegetable company, we're a lifestyle company that grows greenhouse vegetables to fuel healthy lives.
Yeah.
So fast forward to today, we have facilities in Canada, USA, and Mexico. We have 16 or 17 different types of tomatoes, 4 different types of peppers, 4 different types of cucumbers, eggplant, whole stream organics, berries, and then new this year, greenhouse grown melons.
Wow.
So the first commercial greenhouse grown Solara mini gallium melon, and then most recently this past week, just before IFPA, we launched the first canary melon, which is called Alona.
Okay, so this is fascinating in respect to the marketing, because I think globally we can learn from you, as per our conversations previously, because this is seen globally as a commodity.
Correct.
But you're adding value to it. And does that work for you? Can we, if it's okay, can we collaborate? Can we learn from you, from your marketing, that this is what we need to do to get the consumer to enjoy fresh produce more so, not just treat it as a commodity, because they're looking out for your
Right.
branding, for your...
So we need to create more mouth-watering moments for our products. We're trying to create that emotional connection to consumers. On this side of the pond, we are heavily branded. We're heavily marketed to versus what you see in the UK and Europe, where it's heavily focused on private label. Here in North America, we're trying to create that emotional connection with the consumer. So our strategy here at Pure Flavor is really to go beyond the package. We're investing significant time and resources in our strategic marketing group to create content that the consumer can use. It's more than just sticking a label on a pack and shipping off the retail. We are going to the retailer and saying, hey, we've got all these great resources to sell the product. So we're kind of the push-pull mentality. We're still pushing material out to the retailer. We're using digital to bring people into retail to look for those products. So we're using various geofencing content online to not only inform, but also to connect and engage. Kind of our ICE strategy that we have. So this product here, which is a cherry on the vine, when a consumer gets it, what do I do with this product? So they can easily go to the website, recipes, product information, nutritional facts, but also more so, what does it go well with? So we create this Goes Well With program across all of our items. So we're really trying to give consumers more inspiration to get creative with that product instead of just buying a tomato for their salad or their kids' snack box. It's so much more than that, and it really is about creating more mouth-watering moments. And we do that for all of our products, not just for the tomato. We do it for the cucumber, pepper, melons, berries. You have to be able to inspire the consumer to get more creative in the kitchen. And to be honest, our hidden agenda is really to increase fresh produce consumption. You know, that kind of food, fresh produce as medicine type strategy.
Well done, because that was brought up a lot yesterday in some of the keynote speeches about how this is medicine, about how we've got to get consumers to eat this rather. I've been, so this is a really naive thing to say, but watching American TV yesterday, the number of adverts advertising drugs, instead of advertising this, well, we should be eating this, not drugs.
Well, the problem is that what this isn't sexy. Fresh produce is not sexy by any means. We don't have the deep pockets or margins like CPG would. So that center of store has significant volumes. So when people think about fresh fruits and vegetables, there is no brand association. They walk in, they grab that tomato, they grab that apple or that banana. You know, 10, 12 years ago, there were 3 main brands in produce here in North America. It was Dole, Del Monte, and Chiquita. Fast forward today, and you look around here, there are hundreds of brands. And everyone's trying to vie for that same part of the plate. So we need to be able to create really unique opportunities for consumers to get excited about this. And we don't have the budgets in order to get onto mainstream TV to be able to tell our stories and so forth. So we're using digital, and we're making sure we're geofencing to very specific areas where we have high sales concentration.
And Chris, that works for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We've grown our Facebook following from just under 1,000 5 years ago to 210,000 people right now. And I could tell you, or my team could tell you, where 95% of those people are located. Because we're being very, very specific and mining where they are to deliver content that makes sense to them, but also to drive them into retail so they can look for the Pure Flavor Red Royals or mini pepper or cucumber.
Okay, there's the potential that we're going to be slipping into an economic situation on a negative perspective in the next 6 months, 12 months. Are you at all worried within your business that the consumer is just going to be looking for commodity produce rather than gorgeous branded produce such as this?
So great packaging attracts. quality inside generates the repeat sale. If we continue to satisfy the customer with good quality products, they're going to buy the quality product versus a staple item because they want to make sure they're getting the best dollar for the money spent. Global inflation is going through the roof. We need to make sure that we are keeping our costs in check, a fair price back to the grower, but making sure when that consumer picks up that package, they have that consistently flavorful item, whether it's in January, March, or October throughout the year. So flavor is going to keep that business moving, and as a specialty grower and being a greenhouse grower, we have the ability to control that outcome and making sure we're satisfying consumers' purchase patterns, week in, week out.
You and your team are some of the best marketeers I've seen. Not only in America but also globally. I'm going to make you and your team the marketing directors for fresh produce globally. What are you going to do? How are you going to make this whole area even more successful through your collective skill sets?
We have to motivate people to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. We can't just look for the sweet and salty snacks. And by the way, we do have sweet. We have sweet in our berries, we have sweet in our tomatoes, we have sweet in our peppers, and we mostly have sweet in our melons. But the idea is to inspire consumers to pick something up and trial. The biggest barrier to conversion is trial. So we need to be more dominant in consumer in retail stores. Get people to try products and don't be afraid. Not everything has to be red to be sweet. It can be green, it can be yellow, it can be brown, whatever it may be. But just get it in people's hands and make sure that we have that consistency in supply, which we do as greenhouse growers. We have that consistency in supply regardless of time of year.
I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat because I'm just going to name check an individual. There's a lovely chap called Richard Diplock who's a key grower of tomatoes in the UK, and he pushed back at me when I did an interview with him once about me saying that he needed a brand, and he said, yes, we need a brand, Max, but we need people just to taste the tomato. Once they've tasted the tomato, we've got them. And
absolutely, we have to, and getting into people's hands. If you look around here, there is hundreds upon hundreds of exhibitors who have something different to talk about, and that's great because it's fueling innovation in the industry. But the biggest barrier is to get it in people's hands. Once they try it, you should be able to create a customer for life. But make sure you're giving them a flavorful product, because a bad experience can have a real negative effect, not just for the next purchase or the second one. I read at one point a statistic that if someone has a bad experience with an apple, it'll take 7 purchase cycles before they come back and buy that product again. So same thing can be said for a tomato or a cucumber. Let's make sure our retailers have the best possible, so when customers are buying with their hard-earned money, they're getting the best for what they spend.
These are your children. Can you pick a couple of your favorite children so we can show them a camera?
Absolutely. This snacking cuke, or a nano cuke, is Uno Bites. It's a one-hit wonder. It's so small, you think it's destined for the International Space Station. So that's definitely a great one for kids' snack boxes. By far, our most popular and international award winner from the ITI for quality is Cloud9. It has an unbelievable flavor profile. It's fruit-like when you bite into it. It's got a deep burgundy color when you look at the striations on it. But that is probably the number one tomato out there in the snacking category. It's getting steam, getting momentum, and it's award winning. What else can I show you?
He's going to keep going. He's got so many favorite children.
I got more. Aurora Bites. This is grown from the award-winning Tribelli seed. Again, an International Taste Institute award winner. Bite size. Kids love it because it's not big and cumbersome to hang on to. Very few seeds. Great for lunches. Also great for your charcuterie board as well. I could really pick any on here. You got to really look. This is our mini munchies. This is meant for, basically, it's like a yogurt cup. So you can break off each one. You got different colors. It's got perforation on top and bottom, so rinse, put in our lunchbox, and we've really got something for everyone.
Chris, you're amazing. Lindsay, go grab your favorite one.
My favorite one?
Your favorite one?
Oh goodness, that's pretty much my favorite one. I do really like the Red Royals as well. They're great grilled. They take your charcuterie board up a notch, but have tons of great flavor as well. So
I think you both are very biased. I think you love all of your children.
we love all of them.
We do.
Yes.
But we're passionate. We're passionate about creating opportunities for consistency, and that's the value proposition of being greenhouse grown. Is that no matter time of the year, we're moving that seasonality of certain products. So now when they walk in that store in October, March, or September, they're going to get that same product time and time again. So,
Chris, well done. You're brilliant.